full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. So things are underway. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it's Seedorf. Now it's come to nothing. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Vieira. That's a good ball out wide. Can he finish? A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Yamal getting this one clear. And a chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Araujo. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. So we're still where we started right now. Vinicius Junior finding himself in space. Now he's off and running.
That's going in strongly.
Threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide. And this is Pele! And it's hoisted clear. Pele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, now he can run away with it. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Vinicius Junior with a real chance here. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Thinks, there's the shot! Yamal, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Quality ball. Can he get it through? Araujo gets across to intercept that.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Corinthians really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Now he's got space here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Space for him to turn and look. Van Dijk can get it clear. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Substituição em andamento.
Yeah, he might have been looking for a gap there, Peter, but he couldn't find it.
Opts for safety. Arsenal can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Tries to play it through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi is in a really good position out wide. Seedorf.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Messi. Spread to the right. Oh, that's nice. Vieira. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Now, can they get him away? Vinicius Junior's cross.
Well played and well cleared.
Messi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, good spread. Now it's Yamal. Looking to play him in. Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And he is definitely... And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Interception. Arsenal are looking to go forward now.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Seedorf. Ibrahim tries a shot! Messi. Yamal. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Arsenal can take heart from the fact that they're more than holding their own despite being a man down. That's credit to their level of organisation and spirit. Now that they've got a chance to have a breather and settle down, it'll be interesting to see what approach they'll take after the break.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
Time do Corinthians. Camisa 23.
Away we go again.
Vai ser substituído pelo
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Azar, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Arsenal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And they can counter here. And it's Bale. Plays a sharp little ball here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Azar.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Mbappe. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Corinthians have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0.
Público presente na partida
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
60.810
De Rossi.
espectadores.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Seedorf. And it's De Rossi. And here's Ibrahimovic. Has a look and plays it forward. Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Pass somewhat off target. Yamal, not one to pass up the chance to run at the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Oh, that's well spotted. Seedorf. Now it's Mbappe. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. That has not gone well. And here's Ibrahimovic. Decent chance!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And he cuts out the supply. Nesta. Looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Araujo clears it away. Corinthians have a free kick.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time, into the last quarter of an hour.
Camisa 25. Deixando o campo para a
And it's
entrada
De Rossi.
Camisa 10. Camisa 18.
Looking tidy in possession here.
Camisa 15. Teremos uma substituição.
Azar quietly revving up.
Corinthians clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Cruyff.
When you're struggling for numbers, you try to create that defensive compactness and conserve energy, but fatigue begins to play a much bigger role, and it may well yet make all the difference here.
Nedved. For Nesta. This is it then, now or never. Araujo. And it's De Rossi. Rummenigge.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Hazard gets into a good position. He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Bale. And this is Bale. Cruyff. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. And this is Hullet. Hullet, always goal side. Oh, well played. And that is that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.